5.
It's time for our movie review with our movie critic, the one and only Rocco Pa Safube.
Thank you very much, Howie. The film that I'm doing this week is none other than the huge success, Deadpool. It is directed by Tim Miller, and it stars Ryan Reynolds, and it's based on the Marvel comic. Wade Wilson, played by Reynolds, is a mercenary who attempts to cure himself from terminal cancer through an experimental procedure that causes his skin to become melted and his face to become disfigured. However, the serum also gives him the ability for his skin to regenerate itself. Now he becomes a masked vigilante known as Deadpool, and he's on a mission to find the man who wronged him and make his skin more smooth again. This actually is a bit different than most of the run-of-the-mill superhero movies that have come along in the last couple of years, in the sense that it's more risque, it's more violent, certainly, it's more graphic, and it has more of a comic tone. Like, we're seeing the comic tones come out from Marvel's own movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, and this kind of follows suit with that in terms of the tone of it. But the tone of it is a little bit more wild than even Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, underneath all the craziness of Guardians of the Galaxy, it was still pretty much like a regular, conventional space adventure. This has more of a weirder tone. This is like, basically, it's a revenge film, but it's also kind of like a mix of a love story and, but it takes like it has weird sort of turns, because the character Deadpool is a very unusual figure in superhero lore. He's more, just wild, and there's all sexual aspects to this story that will definitely make this not suitable for children whatsoever, to get that out of the way. But this kind of unpredictability that this film has definitely makes it a bit less, kind of conventional than you're used to seeing. So you're not feeling like it's very by the numbers and all that kind of stuff. So this kind of gives it a slightly different vibe than what you're used to. However, the humor of it is a bit dodgy at times. I feel like it tries to be a very smart, kind of self-referential kind of, superhero film. The only thing is that the jokes, even though Ryan Reynolds is a fantastic actor and he really owns this role and he's really good in it, I feel like some of the jokes just don't really always fly. It depends. Like any comedy, you need to have good timing, and sometimes the jokes, really score, and sometimes they don't. So it's this kind of thing that really gives it its own, its own flavor. Is it always successful? No, it isn't. Is it, definitely a break from the regular superhero movies? Yes. Ryan Reynolds entertaining in it? Yes. Very action-packed? Yes. But overall, I just think that, if we're going to, try to keep this, the superhero movie becoming the norm, you're going to have to do a little bit better than this in order to really keep people going with this. Because the aspect of this movie is very much, like, you have to really be a fan to really appreciate it. And I feel like not everybody's going to appreciate this movie unless, you're a young guy and, you have this kind of irreverent sense of humor to begin with. So, but overall, it's a pretty good film, and it's definitely very, very entertaining and enjoyable, and especially if you're into that sort of thing. And if you're a fan of Deadpool, you are undoubtedly going to love this. And if you like Ryan Reynolds, you're definitely going to love this. So I give Deadpool 3 out of 5 stars. So thank you very much.